A woman named Emma thought her marriage had become invisible. After 6 years with her husband Daniel, life no longer felt exciting. Their days were filled with work, bills, routines, and quiet evenings that seemed more practical than romantic. Daniel loved her deeply, but his love was calm and dependable. And Emma slowly began mistaking stability for emptiness. At work, Emma met a man named Ryan. He was charming, attentive, and knew exactly how to make her feel important. He remembered tiny details about her life, texted her during the day, and listened to her complaints about feeling lonely. At first, it felt innocent. Just conversations. Just harmless attention. But those conversations turned into secret lunches, hidden messages, and eventually hotel rooms paid for with lies. Emma convinced herself she deserved happiness. She told herself Daniel had stopped seeing her, stopped appreciating her, stopped trying. Meanwhile, Daniel continued loving her in the quiet ways he always had. He cooked dinner after long shifts, fixed things around the house without being asked, and remembered the little habits that made up their shared life. Emma ignored all of it because Ryan made her feel exciting instead of safe. The affair lasted for months. Emma became skilled at lying. Fake work meetings, girls' nights that never happened, deleted texts, hidden receipts. Every lie became easier than the last. She stopped seeing herself as a wife protecting her marriage and started seeing herself as a woman escaping boredom. But fantasies rarely survive reality. One evening, Emma came home expecting another ordinary night. Instead, she found Daniel sitting silently at the kitchen table with her phone beside him and pages of screenshots spread across the surface. Hotel confirmations, messages, photos, evidence she thought she had hidden carefully. Daniel did not scream. That almost hurt more. He simply looked at her with exhausted eyes and said, "I know." Emma tried to explain herself. Tried to say she felt lonely. Tried to say she never meant for things to go this far. But the words sounded hollow even to her. Daniel listened in silence, then walked upstairs and locked the bedroom door. Within weeks, their marriage collapsed. Ryan disappeared almost immediately after the affair became public. His own wife had discovered everything, and suddenly Emma was no longer exciting. She was a complication. He stopped answering calls, ignored messages, and transferred offices soon after. Emma lost more than her marriage. Friends drifted away. Co-workers whispered behind her back. Her closest friend eventually admitted she could no longer defend someone who had destroyed a good relationship for temporary excitement. Meanwhile, Daniel rebuilt his life quietly. A year later, Emma saw him at a wedding with another woman. The woman laughed at his jokes and held his hand naturally, like she understood the value of the man standing beside her. Months later, Emma saw photos online of Daniel's wedding, then photos of their baby boy. The child Emma and Daniel once talked about having together was now being raised by someone else. That realization broke something inside her. Emma understood too late that Daniel had never failed to love her. His love had simply been steady instead of dramatic. She had traded something real for something temporary because she confused attention with affection and excitement with happiness. Now she lives alone in a small apartment, carrying the weight of choices she cannot undo. She still thinks about Daniel sometimes when she sees fathers playing with their children at parks, or hears couples arguing over ordinary things that suddenly seem precious. She no longer tells herself she was invisible. The truth is harder to accept. Daniel had been loving her all along. She just stopped noticing the quiet ways he showed it.